All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here on the Harmless Dave channel, talking about real music and doing it in real time for just a few real people out here, just like you and just like me. So, for a week or so now, I've been talking about this band called King King. All right. If you've not heard of them, start with this album here called Standing in the Shadows and work your way forward from there. Um, British based. This CD is completely beat up, so I apologize for that. It's just how I received it, and I've been playing it quite a bit. But what's great about this is it's truly classic rock sounding stuff. All right. If you like Bad Company or uh, the band Ace with Paul Carrick, but it's got its own vibe. It's got an Eric Clapton 80s thing going on, too. Think of like the Journeyman era for Journeyman for Eric Clapton. That's how good this is. All right. So check this out. Not sure what record label it's on, but you can stream it. You can go to the band's website and check out the rest of their material. They have a new record coming out, I believe, late September. So I'm going to keep my eye on that and report back my findings. Now, they played last night, not too far from me in beautiful Sunrise, Florida. I've yet to see a show there because I don't go to a lot of shows, and it's kind of far away from me. But if somebody had said, "Hey, you want to go see the Who?" I would have been like, "All right, sure." Uh, you got to get me free tickets, right? You got to offset the cost and the fact that I'll get back at like 2 in the morning or something. And I don't like that. I just don't. But the band played the song Going Mobile or Going Mobile, but you have to say Going Mobile. Or you're not really getting the title. Somebody will come along and say, "Get it right. Say it the right way. You're a fraud." I get that all the time because I mispronounce something. You've disqualified yourself from doing videos because you didn't pronounce this guy's name right. Oh, okay, sure. Anyway, the rock media has noticed, and it's kind of an interesting thing because Pete Townshend's brother, Simon Townsend, who is a doppelganger vocally for his brother and seems to have a lot more energy than old Pete has these days, and is a great guitarist, a great songwriter, and he's been hanging around with Roger Daltrey when Daltrey goes out on the road by himself. Every time Pete Townsend says, "I don't know if I want to do this," Roger goes out there with Simon, and they do songs that Pete originally sang on. And what's weird is Pete's on stage and he's not singing this song. I don't think he's ever sung this song live, according to Roger Daltrey. I'm not sure, though. Maybe if you go back, you'll find a live take of it. Or maybe Pete decided he wasn't going to sing it anymore. It's a great song. I mean, you've got to know how to play guitar on this track, though. You've got to keep up with it because that intro and just everything about the song is really classic rock. It's got all of my favorite classic rock devices in the song, and you got to go hear Simon Townsend do it if you haven't heard him because he just kills it. He nails it. Not only that, but he's a great performer on stage. He's got lots of energy, like I said, whereas sometimes Pete Townsend looks like he's kind of moping around, doesn't know what to do with himself out there. And Roger's kind of somewhere in between that. But you can tell that, hey, Simon is injecting some energy into this. Otherwise, who knows how good it would be? It wouldn't be very good, maybe. But again, this could be the last time you get to see the Who, and people, I think, gasp when they hear Simon start to sing because this isn't like the Deacon Fry thing where Deacon Fry looks like his dad, but he sounds a little like his dad, and people will disagree with me, but his voice is deeper, more soulful, a little less twangy and country sounding. especially in the early days. Glenn became more of a soul crooner in his later days, but early on, he had that country sound to his voice, and a lot of country music people sound like Glenn Fry. It always was a little baffling why the Eagles didn't pick someone else to replace Glenn. They basically replaced Glenn with somebody who sounds like Tim Schmidt, and that would be Vince Gill. So anyway, getting back to the Who, people have uploaded this track. I will put a link in the description of the video so you can check out Simon Townsend. I think you'll probably say, "Holy crap, Batman!" if you haven't seen Simon. He's a great songwriter. Back in my college radio days, we were playing solo tracks by Simon Townsend. I don't know if he was trying to thread the needle between classic rock and sort of new wave and underground stuff, but that was his audience. He wasn't trying to be his brother, even though he couldn't get away from it because he looks like him, he sounds like him, and he plays guitar a lot like him too. So anyway, just wanted to mention Simon and The Who as they now are on tour. So you might want to get your tickets. This could be the last time you get to see The Who until next year. Here's King again, Standing in the Shadows. You can start here and then work your way forward as far as listening to their stuff. I don't steer people wrong. I get people who come back to me and say, "Hey, that thing you recommended, that was pretty good." There's a lot of music that comes out, and I could promote this stuff more, but I don't see anyone really all that interested in it, to be honest with you. I get a kick out of listening to this in the car because I'm like, wow, all of the time we lost with radio and just knowing about music because radio programmers are stuck in, like, I don't know, 1994 or something. And classic rock now can be anything that's old, but even if it doesn't fit the sound of classic rock, and I know that offends a lot of people, but I think classic rock is more blues based, it's more R&B based, it's guitar driven, but it's guitar riff driven. There's got to be some melody somewhere, and that disappeared a lot in the 90s, and it's only gotten worse as time has gone on for the most part. You don't know what you're talking about. All right, so don't watch. That's I'm okay in my own skin at this point, folks, because, it's all about me and Jesus, right? I have a relationship with Jesus. You can have one too. If you don't think it's a thing, then don't have a relationship with Jesus. But I'm telling you, he's the real deal. All right. At least in my eyes, he's the real deal. And billions of people across the planet agree with me. So there you go. Billions upon billions believe in Jesus. So there you go. And that's all you got to do is believe. You don't have to do anything. You have to work your way into heaven because you can't. You can't work your way in. You need the Jesus card. All right. If you show up and, "Hey, I got my Jesus card," they're going to be like, "Okay, man, cool. Come on in." But if you don't have your Jesus card, they might tell you can't get in. And that's going to be rough. So anyway, God bless everyone. I'll put the link in there for the Simon Townsend performance of Going Mobile. It's killer.